Good morning, everybody. It's Tina from Life in the Piedmont here in Virginia. It is Monday morning and I harvested my onions over the weekend. I've washed them and they've just been sitting on my sink. And today I'm chopping up the greens and my onions. Yeah, I probably could have left them in, but I was noticing there's a family of groundhogs that keep getting over into my garden. I wanted to get these picked up before they took it. So what I am going to do, I'm actually preserving them. I am chopping them up and we're gonna put them in the dehydrator. I'm gonna have some fresh onions, and then I'm gonna, once they're dried, I'm gonna put them through a processor and hopefully get a powder out of it. We will see what happens. So let me show you what I'm doing. We are just giving it a nice little cut. Does not have to be perfect, but just cutting it up. I probably could just put these completely on the racks, but I want to get these cut up so I can get more on the racks. Now I have a Magic Mill dehydrator that I got off of Amazon. I can link that below, and I absolutely love the dehydrator. It's like 10 shelves. And I just bought these mats. I will show you what I purchased. I just bought these silicone mats to go on them so items don't fall through, and I am really enjoying those. And so yeah, so I'm just gonna sit here and continue chopping up and getting it done. I have a lot of onions to chop as well, and I'll tell you, the green of the onion, they're actually very strong. These are some really good onions. I have been smelling them, but I'll show you what I set my dehydrator up. I'll show you what I did. I set my dehydrator up outside right here off my deck. This is off my kitchen, and as you can see, there it is. That way, the house, I've done it in my house, and my husband and my son haven't said anything, but I know the smell of onions is really strong in the house, and I decided, let me just move this out here. It's not supposed to rain. This is a perfect spot to set it up, and this is where I'll bring my stuff out to dehydrate. It's actually a beautiful morning here in the Piedmont. I'll tell you, the green parts of the onion, those are strong. They're making my eyes tear. Do you have a trick for preventing your eyes from tearing? I'd like to know about it. I don't find that the cold water really works, as they say. There's a piece of onion on the screen. This is my dehydrating cookbook that I use. I also purchased this off of Amazon. I can link it if you want down in the description box. I love this book because it has everything in it, how long, it has the best recipes for all dehydrated items. I've used them and I think it's awesome. I just you can't go wrong with this book. I think it's really good. But I know this may not look like a lot, but I have 2 trays here of my the tops of my onions. We're gonna put those in the dehydrator, and then I'm gonna start chopping up the onions and getting those ready to go in as well. So I'll show you the onions that I harvested. So on Saturday I went out saw what we had, and so I just started pulling up all the onions, aside from the groundhogs, but I do want to reuse those beds for something else. I want to try and get some green beans, bush plants planted back in there. And then I harvested up some potatoes, and then these are our Hungarian waxed peppers. I had a couple of those, so I grabbed those as well. So I had a nice little harvest on Saturday along with our zucchini. This will be the last year I actually grow zucchini in a container. I don't like what it does. I don't think that it grows to the size it should. I don't know why, but this is the second year. I think zucchini does better directly sown into the ground. So next year I will definitely do that. I could probably plant one now because they don't take long. Maybe I'll do that and test it and see how long. But so I'm gonna get chopping all these up and getting them all in the dehydrator as well. Last year I had dehydrated some onions as a test, and I really liked the texture of them when I reconstituted them in I think it was some soup and some pasta sauce. It came out really nice. I was really quite impressed. So my goal this year is to dehydrate at least a year's worth of onions, and I did not grow a year's worth of onions, so I will head up to Pennsylvania on Friday, and I'm actually going to be buying onions, about 25 pounds or more of onions, tomatoes, stuff like that, and that's how I supplement my stuff. So I'm gonna be doing that to help supplement and dehydrate the rest of those onions over the weekend and the following week. So that was just my point, is that if you don't grow everything, don't worry about it. Go to your local farms or farm markets and see what you can get supplemented. It's so much easier, and it takes the stress off of you. I'm gonna go wash my hands because those were strong, so I will be back. Okay, we are done. I'm gonna take 4 trays out. I didn't cut all of them up. I did save a little bit for myself to use to cook with. These are for preservation. All homegrown, no pesticides or anything like that, but they're all homegrown. We're gonna dehydrate them and put them on our pantry for the winter, for the next year, hopefully. We are gonna start this. It's hard to see because of the sun. All right, next morning. Whoops, hang on a second. Next morning. No. I think they're done. No, they're not done. I need to put them on for another couple of hours. They were on 11 hours. They're still a little moist, so we're gonna put them on again. Good morning, we're back. The dehydrator is finished. I did have to put it on a little bit longer. The onions weren't done, but they are done now, as you can hear and see. The tops to them, the green, those were done. And what I did is I put them through my little food processor. Boy, is that a strong smell. Look at that. And I will use that, I don't know, on potatoes, on top of potatoes. But what I'm gonna do, let me show you here. Let me see if I can get that there for you. I am going to take, I have 2 racks, not a lot, but 2, enough to start the season. I am actually going to, let me fix that. It just doesn't want to cooperate this morning. I'm going to take those and we're going to put them into our mason jar. And I'm not going to crush these ones up. And I'm going to tell you why, because I am going to use these, I'm going to start canning my sauces for pasta and pizza. So I'm gonna probably want to use a little bit of these, and I thought I would leave them whole so I can reconstitute them. I use them for soups, chili, So I'm gonna leave these whole. I'm actually going tomorrow up to Lancaster. I've put in an order for tomatoes and onions and some other things. And so I am supplementing what I'm not growing here. I just came in from my garden. My garden just seems to not be doing what it needs to be doing this year, and that's okay. Whatever I get out of it, I'll be pleased with. First preservation from the garden done. And I am very, very thankful that we got our onions done. More canning will be coming this weekend. Maybe I'll do some filming and take you along. It's super easy to do. But for now, I am gonna go. I've got my bacon on and I'm gonna get breakfast for the family. It's 8:30, a little late this morning, but we're doing good. So thanks for joining in the Piedmont. Do me a favor and hit like and subscribe. I hope you find this type of video of dehydrating and food preservation interesting. And if you do, keep following me and I will be teaching you more of dehydrating and how I'm gonna be using these in different recipes, not just now, but throughout the winter. And like I said, my goal is to can a year's worth of onion and onion powder. So we'll see you on our next video. Be blessed.